In this section, I'll show you how to import and assemble points in JustinLink and then transfer them to Triumph BS for stakeout or for any other purpose. I want to import a text file and also import a vector map file which contains some points too. First thing to do is to create a new project. Click Project and click New. Project Properties menu appears. In here, enter a name for the project, enter creator's name, enter agency or organization name, and specify the path for the project file to be stored in the computer. Next, we need to select coordinate systems that we want to use in this project. Coordinate systems that we add to this project can be selected in other menus when we need them. I click Coordinate System button and search for my desired coordinate systems. The organization of coordinate systems in JustinLink is very similar to that of Triumph BS. In this project, I need to use WGS84 coordinate system. So I select WGS84 and click Add to Project. I also need to use WGS84 UTM Zone 37 North Grid. So I select WGS84 UTM Zone 37 North and click Add to Project. I want to import a custom text file to JustinLink and then export it to Triumph BS. To do this, I click the icon Import Files on top of JustinLink. Import Files dialog box appears. I browse to the location that has my text file. I must change the type file on the bottom of the screen to .txt so I can see text files or .txt files. I click the folder that has the text file. tpalace.txt is my text file that I want to import. I select this file and in the bottom of the screen I click Open. Next, Select Coordinate System box appears. All coordinate systems that I earlier entered to this project will appear in this dialog box. If you don't see your desired coordinate system, go back to that step of entering coordinate system for this project. My text file has grid coordinate system of WGS84 UTM Zone 37 North. I select this coordinate system which I entered to this project earlier and I click OK. Next, Text Data Format Template box appears. Here we have to explain the format and fields of our tpalace text file. We add a template by clicking the Add button on the left side. A box appears for us to give a name to this template. I give it the name trvs.txt and click OK. On the right side of the text template screen, we have to define the fields of our text file. Let me show you the format of the tpalace.txt file. It has 5 fields. First field is the site ID. Second field, separated by a comma, is northing. Third field is easting. And the fourth field is height. These numbers are all in WGS84 UTM Zone 37 North that we already specified in previous screens. The last field is site name. Here a comma separates each field, and decimal point is the fraction separator. Here's the template screen. In here we must enter the format of that text file. My text file had 5 fields, so in the right side I click add 5 times to add 5 fields. Each field has label empty. I click each field that I'm interested to define. I'm not interested in the first field, which had site ID. I leave it alone. I click next field and assign northing to it. I click next and assign easting. I click next field and assign height. And I click last field and assign point name to it. Also in the bottom of the screen I specify that decimal separator is decimal point and field separated is comma. Now I have defined my text file format. I click OK. After I click OK, all points of the text file appears in the map pane of JustinLink. In the bottom of the screen, I change the coordinate system to WGS84 UTM Zone 37 North to see all numbers in this coordinate system. Next, I want to import a vector map for 2 reasons. First, because my vector map has some points stored in it that I want to import to Triumph VS. I also want to identify all my points on a map that has visual references to make sure that those points are really the points that I want to transfer to Triumph VS. To import my vector map to JustinLink, I click the Add layer on top of the JustinLink screen. Add layer screen appears. First, on the bottom, I change the file format to .tab, which is map info format. Then I browse to the directory which contains my vector map files. In here, my vector map has 6 layers. I select to import them all. The subway.tab layer contains my points. I click open to import all these layers to JustinLink. I can use the zoom button to zoom in and out on the map. To see the points on the subway layer of the vector map, I need to make their style bigger so I can see them. I right-click on the subway layer, then click Style, then select TrueType Font, then click on this area. Select a symbolic font like Webdings. In here, select Circle, select font size like 14, then I select text color of red, and I select no background color. Then I click OK and OK again. Now I see my points in big red circles. I do the same thing with the points that I imported with text file. I right click on text file layer, click style, select true type, click this area, change text color to green, font size 18, and font of Webdings. Select circle and click OK and OK. To see my text file points, I right click on text file layer, then click show entire layer, and the 6 points that I entered appear on the map. Next, we want to select some points and transfer to Triumph VS. In the bottom of the screen, we have Active Layer window, which currently shows all, because drill down icon is pushed. We unclick drill down icon, then we go to the Active Layer area and select the text file layer to be active. Then with rectangle tool, I select the 6 points that I imported. The color of the points that got selected will change. Then I right click and select add to, and in the flyout menu select new layer. A layer with default name of layer 0 is created, and the points that I selected are copied to this layer in the format that can be transferred to Triumph VS. I rename this layer to L1 and press enter. Next, I change the active layer to subway layer, which contains the points of the vector map. Then I right click on the subway layer and click show entire layer. There are many points all over this vector map. I zoom in the area that I want and select points that I want. Selected points will change color. Then I right click and click add to and click new layer. Selected points are copied to the layer 0 in the format of Triumph VS. I rename this layer 0 to layer L2. We can import standard text files by just selecting their file format and import them to JustinLink. Then we can select those points and copy them to layers to be transferred to Triumph VS. In here, now I have points in 2 layers of L1 and L2 of JustinLink that I want to transfer to Triumph VS. At this point, we connect the active sync or WIN, W-I-N port of Triumph VS to the USB port of this computer. After connection is established, we can import the points to Triumph VS. Let's start with layer L1. Select layer L1. In the flyout menu, select export to VS. Triumph VS link screen appears. In here we see 3 maps that exist in this Triumph VS. Select a map of Triumph VS that you want to transfer this L1 layer points to it. I click map M26 and click export. 10 layers of the selected Triumph VS map appears. Select a layer of the selected map of Triumph VS that you want to transfer data to. I click layer 1 and click OK. The points in L1 layer of JustinLink got transferred to layer 1 of map M26 of Triumph VS. Then I select layer 2 of JustinLink, and in flyout menu click export to VS. In Triumph VS screen I select M26 again and click on layer 7 and click OK. This time the points on the L2 layer of JustinLink got transferred to layer 7 of map 26 in Triumph VS. Now in Triumph VS you can open the map M26, view imported points, and use them to stake out or for any other purpose. JustinLink has many other features. We will cover them in other sections.